Hey, thanks for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today's October 26, 2013. It's another one of my cool guys. And he's got with him, see, look at all this cool, definitely neat. This is a light that Renee brought to my SP party that we had. And she brought all these different colored lights. They're really cool. You can put them in drinks. They really make the drinks jump. They're very fun. But anyway, we're getting close to Halloween. That's good. This is going to be a video on Scientology, sex, and isolation. The reason why I'm bringing it up, my friend Mark Ebner was on Media Mayhem, even though Mark Bunker is my friend. But this is about Mark Ebner. And he was on Media Mayhem with Allison, he and Tony Ortega, doing an interview. That's a fantastic interview. I'll actually put the link in here because it's really, really a good talk about explaining the whole thing that happened with the courthouse and the court case and just different things with Scientology. It's really, really well done. But I wanted to bring up this one point about sex because Mark and I had talked recently. And I said, yeah, in the old days, it was really a big party and everybody was screwing everybody and having a good time. Now, I meant like 1969 to 72, 73. That was it. That was pretty much what I was talking about. Mark, in this Media Mayhem thing, said, oh, yeah, these guys screw like rabbits in the Sea Org. Ask Tori. And it's like, I need to clarify that because that is not what I said. I was talking about these old days. And yes, it was a giant party. You have to realize a lot of us came right out of the hippie movement, which was another giant party and a fabulous time. College, a lot of us quit college to get into Scientology. We were very young. And so it was, and Hubbard was, doing his research and stuff. So it hadn't become this real restrictive group that it is now. So yeah, back then it was a giant party. But now, are they screwing like rabbits? Hell no. I mean, they're not even allowed to have any sex. They can't even kiss in the Sea Org until they're married. And once they're married, if they get pregnant, the first thing Miscavige did was said, okay, we have to kick them basically down to a class 4 org, which is not a Sea Org organization, right? Or enforce abortions, which a lot of women went through, and it was awful. And that's what Laura DiCrescenzo's case is about. She's suing the church regarding enforced abortions. So you have to understand, it's important that this is clarified because, no, they're not screwing like rabbits now. And I don't even know if they were in the Sea Org. I was talking about public having, and it being a giant party. I was basically a public way back then. I was in the Sea Org for a short time, but they kicked me out because I take my medicine for epilepsy. So they kicked me out of the Sea Org, which is nutty in itself. But it was a kooky time. It really was. And in a lot of different ways, in a lot of good ways and a lot of bad ways. And a lot of people had a lot of awful things that happened to them under L. Ron Hubbard, and a lot of people had, it was a lot of fun for a lot of us in a lot of different ways. Celebrity Center started. That was a blast back in the old days with Yvonne. But people that are in now and are lurking, you have to understand now they really have this isolation going on with the Sea Org members and even the public, where if you do anything that is, not something they like, they declare you suppressive. In the old days, Hubbard had this whole long thing that you had to do before you declared someone suppressive. You had to have a committee of evidence and, these different ethics and all kinds of other stuff. And then if they decided you were suppressive, they declared you, right? Even then, it was very isolating to be declared. But now it's awful because Miscavige is just declaring people like this. And for people that are in, if you're lurking, you've got to start looking at the facts, right? And ask yourself, why is it that all of L. Ron Hubbard's original staff are out of Scientology? Why are all the original L's auditors out of Scientology? Why did Debbie Cook, who ran Flag for 17 years, why did she leave? Why did Marty Rathbun, who used to be David Miscavige's #1 guy, how come he's out? How come Mike Rinder, who is their top PR guy, how come he's out? How come Tommy Davis, who even a few years ago was the PR, is out? What is going on? Why are all of us out? Why? You've got to ask yourself. I mean, it can't be this many people are out that we're all just evil, we're all horrible, which is what they try to pitch. We're saying, look at both sides, connect the dots, learn the facts. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Marty. You don't have to believe, Mike Rinder. You don't have to believe anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. You can go into xscientology.net, talk to people there. You can go to xenu.net. There's great conversations there. Learn the facts. And then from that, you can make up your own mind. But you can't possibly say that you know this is right if you've never looked at the other side. How cuckoo is that? It just isn't, it couldn't possibly be true. So for my friends that are in, I hope you start looking. You don't have to tell anybody. You're home, or you're in their library, or your work. You can start looking on the net and at least look. It's not going to hurt you. Didn't hurt us. I've been out for 13 years and I'm doing great. And here's another one of my guides. Halloween is coming up, and I believe in celebrating all kinds of times of the year, and this is a wonderful one. So go out, have fun, decorate your house for Halloween, celebrate with your loved ones, and just make sure that you are living each day and having a wonderful time, because time rolls on, and you might as well have a good time. You can either have a crummy time or a good time, and you might as well have a good time because it's much more fun. There you go. So that's my word for today, and I love you guys. I hope that clarified it a little bit, and there you go. Peace out.